Welcome to Real Life Utility, everyone. Hey, we are here discussing how the world is changing in the crypto and technology spaces and how the concepts of those apply to your real life. And in that, we are going to be covering part two of our episodes in this particular series, the store of value. And yes, the store of value. In part one, we discussed on how Bitcoin is considered to be a store of value by everybody going across this wonderful wide world that is out there. Financial institutions as well as retail investors are looking into that. But what about something that could be better than that? And I focused on love. And this, in part two of the series of store of value, we're going to be asking the question of, in the world does the store of value have to do with washing feet? That's right. Come on, let's kick it off. So, one of the interesting things about cryptocurrencies that makes them a store of value is because of their intrinsic value, their rarity, the fact that there is, in many cases, or I should say in most cases, a limited supply. But that's the intrinsic value. So Bitcoin has a limited supply, which realistically is of 21 million. But XRP, on the other hand, has a store of value that is about 100 billion of their limited supply. And I know you might be thinking, 100 billion, that seems like a lot. A billion, 100 billion? Yes, 100 billion. But when you consider with XRP, the very fact that it is being accepted and being adopted into the institutionalized portion of the financial system, meaning they're going to be using this thing all over the place. People are going to be hoarding it into their own coffers, meaning the financial institutions. A lot of people, such as myself, and hey, this is not investment advice. None of this is investment advice. But we may have it in our own personal soft wallets, hard wallets, whatever it may be, and we're going to be storing it as well. And that's part of the store value of the side. But the intrinsic nature of it is that the hope, keyword the hope, is that it's going to be something that's going to be worth something over a period of time because of the rarity of it. That is correct. So when you look at that, you conceptualize that, just think about, okay, so you mean to tell me that if I keep it, if it's something that is rare, then it'll be worth more? Yes, much like a baseball card. For instance, there's only a certain amount of Ty Cobb rookie cards out there. There's only a certain amount of Pete Rose rookie cards that are out there. Needless to say, for those people who have them in mint condition, that is even more rare, and those things are going to be sought after. So some of the most sought after things that are considered to be of value and also are rare, you got to chase those. So that also applies to cryptocurrency. But how does it apply to the washing of feet? So here's the thing. There's this little story that goes on in the Bible, okay? And it actually is located in Matthew and in Luke. And in the story, a woman who is poor, destitute, and this is the translation that I'm giving you here because, and you can see the biblical reference over here, who's poor, destitute, she has saved up all of her wealth to buy the sweetest, the most purest, the most wonderful type of perfume. And not the fact that she would just get this perfume, but she also would get this perfume, the bottle that it comes in, and place it inside of a box. Okay, and the box is made out of alabaster, and alabaster is one of the most precious types of boxes that you could put something in, and you would not see this sort of box, nor this even perfume, placed at all in the hands of someone who is kind of down, out, and destitute of a person. That's never going to happen. But this woman right here, she stored up all of her value, all of her coins and currency that she had, and she placed it in the form of perfume in an alabaster box. And then she decided, when she had the opportunity, to come in, go to Jesus's feet as she is weeping, and begin to wash his feet. And that in itself is a wonderful thing, because it wasn't just with her tears, it was also with this perfume. And many people around were like, what are you doing, wasting this precious thing? Why would you be wasting it on the washing of someone's feet? I mean, you have to think about it. These people walk around in sandals, like Jesus sandals. These people are walking around in all sorts of stuff. And she wanted to take what was valuable to the common eye that had a value of worth, and bring it down to a basic concept and a basic act of not just love, but devotion, something that is greater than the value of it out there. So I ask you this. I want you to contemplate something. What is it that is of most value to you, that is rare, that you could say to yourself, this is intrinsic to me. The rarity of this is of so much importance to me that I am willing to not just keep it aside as a store of value, but I'm willing to understand the value of it and treat it as such. Because unlike cryptocurrencies, unfortunately, the companies that may be creating those, they could go away, and those currencies will not be worth anything. That includes your little stable coins. Sometimes stable coins are pegged to the dollar or pegged to gold, but they fluctuate in the prices of whatever those particular perceived value of those things are. And while many of those particular cryptocurrencies, and again, this is not financial advice, such as XRP, such as Bitcoin, such as Tron, such as, I keep mentioning Tron, maybe not Tron, but some of these other ones, while they may indeed increase in price over time, but how much value do they hold on an intrinsic level that is equivalent to an act so selfless as in to wash somebody else's feet? Many of you may have had children, many of you may have taken care of elderly loved ones, where you literally consider that loved one, because that elderly person, that child, such a great of intrinsic value that is so rare, the preciousness of it, that you would choose not just to change the diapers, not to just choose to wash the feet, but to lay down your life for the sake of something so valuable. And that's what the woman was doing. She understood in the way that she perceived that Christ was so important to her that she would take all that she has, including the internal part of her tears, and wash someone's feet with it, because the value of that perfume meant nothing. So the question of it is that what do you that you've been holding on to that is such an intrinsic value that you would be able to let go and be able to give as Christ would give as this woman would give. So that's your thought on that one. All right, everyone. Look forward to seeing you next time. And hey, tune into the third video where we'll discuss exactly what in the world does a boss trying to sleep with an employee have to do with the store of value. Catch you later. Bye-bye.